And this is, what is it? Triple Frontier movie review. Right off the bat, because they're on the side of a mountain, and apparently it's like the drug smuggler's route or something. You have this skinny trail on the side of a mountain, and one of the guys has a mule. They all have mules actually, but like, go figure. When, like I said, it's either one of the dudes are gonna fall, or one of these animals is gonna fall, and then go figure when the animal starts acting up, the ground caves in. And it's kind of sad, because you can see when it's gonna fall and it heads on and wants to go to the other side so it doesn't fall, and the guy, Pedro Pascal's character, even tries to like save it, but no, it's like this animal weighs way more than a human, and and you hear the noise. It's sad, but it's also kind of comedic, and so when he's laughing and the other guy gives him shit for it, like, hey man, that was a living animal, like, what the fuck? It's not just cargo falling, animal was alive. It's fucking and then the money bag explodes and you see all this money fly everywhere. That's some gas there. But what was I thinking of? Yeah, that was this movie was good though. It was long. Actually, the second movie that I was gonna watch, it was longer than this movie, but this movie, what was I gonna say about this film? Oh my god, what was I thinking of in my head? It feels like, maybe because you go to different settings in the film. Like, we open up in the film, the guy, he's in, I'm not sure where he's at actually, because it looks kind of dry and arid where he's at, sort of. So, but I'm guessing maybe he's probably in Colombia, if anything, if I had to guess. Definitely not in Brazil, right? But yeah, he's still doing like covert operations around the world, as far as I'm concerned. But the other dudes, they're retired, or they're just not active, or they're active at other scenes. I didn't quite pay attention to the beginning all that much. I know one of the gentlemen, he's doing like pep talks. And he even tells them, like, what are you going to keep doing? Prep talks? And you're going to keep doing, like, fucking realtor stuff? Or are you going to do this heist with me and we steal the money from the drug lords? Because that's the whole gist of it, isn't it? To steal their money. And even he says, like, we're always using our skills for other people. Why don't we use them for ourselves? Because they're, like, really good. They're all, like, covert special ops guys. And Affleck, we know Affleck has a kid. He has a daughter. It seems like it's estranged. They're divorced, so she goes to see dad on weekends and stuff. They take turns with the kid, but he's sort of an absent father, because she says, like, I miss you. And but he dies, and he dies at the hands of another young kid, because, you know, when their helicopter's about to crash, they crash near this village. These people, they get rowdy. They kind of read the room, and they say, like, these guys aren't police. They aren't soldiers. They can't fucking arrest us and shit. They're probably like, there's some weird mercenary DEA, CIA type guys. These are people that shouldn't be here, and they know they shouldn't be here. So we can take matters into our own hands, but they get rowdy. And the end result is, fucking bullets start going off and shit. So yeah, the father dies of this kid, and subsequently this kid follows them for miles, because they're trying to get to, they're up in the Andes mountains somewhere, and they have to get to the coastline. They have to get to the coast, presumably, because we know they dropped off some girl in Peru, so I guess presumably we're in Peru, perhaps. It must be, if I had to assume, because we do drop off. And I guess this girl, I don't know what, it was like a love interest for this guy. I don't think they were formally dating or anything, but it's essentially a love interest. And he even says towards the end of the film, I guess I'll go see a girl in Sydney, because he sends her to Sydney. It's her and this other gentleman. There's like this other younger guy that's with her, which I guess is like a relative or something. But he sends them both to Sydney, and he even says, like, I guess I'll go see her in Sydney. And I like when Ben Affleck's character, he dies instantly too. He gets shot in the head. So that was nice. I did like that feature of the film. There was no, he didn't get shot and then he slowly dies. No, he literally gets shot in the head. Boom, that's it. And then it's dead. It's a done deal. He's gonna fucking die. And but they carry his body. They carry his body, and you can see throughout the film they have a lot of money, but it becomes apparent that they're gonna have to maybe start getting rid of this money. Like with the helicopter, they have to get rid of some of it so the helicopter can go up. The Stu couldn't go up. They crash land. They tipped the money on the mules. They gave some money to the leader of the village. They say, hey, sorry for the people that we killed, and like here's money for your troubles and for the mules because we're gonna buy these mules off of you. Only one of the mules dies, as far as I'm concerned. The rest of them get chewed away. Although maybe they die too because they'll need to find food, and they brought them up into the mountains, and so. But animals they're intuitive, and they probably know their way. They probably know like, okay, we need to get out of this situation. This is not to be up high in these mountains and stuff. Yeah. But those kids are resilient, aren't they? Because they follow them. They follow this, and it's only 2 kids actually. So I'm guessing it's the friend. Maybe it's like the friend of the other guy, and Ben Affleck. He kills one, but then that kid kills Ben Affleck, and then the other dude, the main guy, he's like the main character, Isaac's something, whatever his name is. He kills him. He puts like bullets in him. He puts a few bullets in him. Ben had just got the one headshot, but he tells him like he didn't want to kill us necessarily. He really wanted to kill Ben because Ben killed his father. So he, in particular, he really wanted to kill that guy, right? He really wanted to nail him. And but yeah, this film was nice. I like this movie. It's a good movie. It's nicely shot. The cinematography in the film was very pretty. And it had that one funny moment, sad but also funny moment in a way. And what else occurred in this film? What else occurred in this movie? I'm trying to think. What else happened? I can't quite think. I mean, it's got good action scenes. I like in the first action scene that we get 2 of the cop guys. Like one of the cops that's up on the roof, he like pokes his head out, boom, headshot, fucking dies. And then the next guy, because the one boss guy, he's talking to a guy named Rodriguez, and he's saying like, Rodriguez this, Rodriguez that, and Rodriguez, he peeks his head over the truck, boom, headshot, clean straight through, dead. And he's calling on the line, Rodriguez. It's like, oh man, Rodriguez fucking died, bro. Like, he's dead. And then there was this lady. I remember now, actually. There was this girl that they encounter in that city, wherever they were, in that one scene. She runs off somewhere, but then later we learn she's like, I guess, a part of the cartel boss's like clique, the part of the group. I don't know what happened with the cartel. I think he was the guy inside the vaults behind the cupboard that gets shot multiple times, and they steal his money. And of course, you know, they're too good, like John Wick style. They're killing all these guys. All these men show up, they kill them. And so when they go to scope the village, where the boat's at, because they somehow he orders a boat to come, you know, and pick him up, to take him out of this whole mess, which they probably explained in the film. I just don't remember. Like, I wasn't paying attention all the way throughout the film, but we learned that the cartel bosses, you know, he's got like a lot of men, but they killed basically a lot of his guys already. So when they come upon the village, it's full of teenagers, and we learned that like, oh, that must be what's basically left over from his guys are these teenagers that, and they have this debate of like, you know, the leader of the group, Isaac, he's like, I guess we're gonna mow them down, right? We have to go through the kids, and we'll go through the kids. And one of them says that, like, well, what are you talking about? What are you suggesting, to mow them down? Like, fucking murder them all? and they say, like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting in a stalemate, having to fucking kill a bunch of teenagers. Like, let's get the ball rolling here. And listen, we can't get all this money, so pack what you can and call it a day. And so sure enough, they do just that. He relucts, and he's like, okay, I guess we have to do just that. But they throw the money in a chasm, so like, not like anybody can go back to that top part and find the money. No, they throw it in a chasm. And one of the guys towards the end of the film gives them a paper with coordinates, sort of like detailing where to go to get the money. So presumably there could be a part 2 to this triple Frontier 2, maybe quadruple Frontier, I guess. Although I feel like this film, as is, yeah, this film maybe could work actually as a part 2. It's a Hollywood big budget type film with all the fancy action stuff. It looks nice. It's very pretty shot. So maybe they could just like a Den of Thieves type film. Although I feel like it would make it stale if they were to do a continuation. But it's nice. It's a nice movie. That concludes my review. Thank you for listening.